Hi, VIP Bold Biz. I am doing this tutorial because I wanted to show you how I organize myself and I promote myself within Facebook. You all know that I use Facebook quite a bit, and it's really the number one way that I get clients. But it may seem like I'm on Facebook a lot, but the reality is I have a lot of preset messages and emails that I send and that I create to send to prospects. So I wanted to show you how I do that as a way that you may want to also consider organizing yourself for Facebook. So the first thing that I have downloaded on my computer is something called Clipper. I love Clipper for a couple of reasons. One, anytime I see something, I can literally highlight it and then just click clip, and it automatically goes to my clipboard and it's saved here. So I have, look at all of this, they're all clips that I've had of things that I've either created or that I've seen, or of links that I use on a regular basis. So that's one of the first things that I do, is I'm always using my clipboard. The second thing is I have snippets that are already created. So for instance, I have here, what makes me unique in my work. You all should know what makes you unique in your work. First of all, it's just really good information to have for yourself, because you don't stutter over your words when people ask you, what makes you different than X? But also, it's such a great way to share in some groups just a little snippet about yourself when it's appropriate, right? This isn't something that you would do on a regular basis. So for me, I have what makes me unique in my work. I'm not a theoretical business strategist. I'm not all business minded. I'm fun. I like to think so, at least. I listen. And you'll not only build a really solid business with me, but you'll also become more confident because I stand for my work. I'm also a model of my work, right? So I want you all to create what makes you unique in your work, so that as you are on Facebook, when either someone asks you or when it's appropriate to share within a Facebook group, you already have that done, right? So that's just a clip. The second thing is what I do and who I help. So I have... what I do and who I help is another thing that I communicate in groups, or if someone sends me a private message, which I get often, I'll actually have people ask me, what do you do? Because they see my posts, they know that I'm in business, and they think that somehow I can help them. They're just not quite sure exactly how, but oftentimes they just kind of want more information because they think that I may be someone who can help them in some way. And so I've gotten really clear on what I do and who I help. And I think you all should do the same. And when you can create this and put it in a clip, again, it's already preset so that you're not always reinventing and rewriting the will. Okay. So I share, so in order to become a member of Thrive Entrepreneurs, which is my Facebook group community on Facebook, you actually have to opt in through my website. You can't just go and join, because what I do is I use that as a lead gen, and I capture emails through that. And I also want to be able to communicate directly to people within the group, rather through email and not only through our group page. So I have that as a link that's already clipped. So anytime that I need it, I just literally, I can literally just click it and there, it's clipped. So now I can just go back and paste it wherever I need it. Okay, so when I go back, Facebook groups introduction. So when I become a member of a new group, this is my introduction. I don't have to rewrite it. It's already written, and it tells people a little bit about who I am, what I do, and how I can help them. So this is something that's pre-written, and if you'd like a copy of any of my scripts, I'm happy to send them to you. Please just send me a message and ask, and I will send you my scripts. Again, I like to teach that you can model, but don't copy. So take my script and you can edit it based on what makes sense for your personal business. Okay, so something that I just created, and because I I get a lot of people that will say like or do a heart or comment on my posts. And those are people that are doing it on a regular and consistent basis. And so I recently created something called my Facebook Messenger compliment message. And what this is basically when someone either likes my post or engages in my post, I'm always looking at who is liking and engaging, because I want to know, are these people that are prospective clients? Are they business people? How does their business look? Does it look like they're successful? Does it look like I can help them and support them in some way to up level how they're doing business? And so when I do that, at times there are people that are a resolute yes, I can absolutely help them. And I can tell just by looking at their page. And so in that case, what I do is I created this message, hey, and then whatever their name is, thanks for liking my recent post. I checked out, or you could say thanks for posting, and you can cut and paste whatever they posted on my recent post. I checked out your page and wanted to simply say you are a beautiful representation of, and then I put an honest compliment. So something that I really believe. For instance, today I saw a woman who is a Mary Kay rep, and she is a physical representation of her work. I loved her page. I love how she's branding herself. And so I told her that. I said, you're a beautiful representation of your personal brand as well as the Mary Kay brand. I'm wishing you continued success. So I keep it really simple. It's not a sales post per se. But what I do is after I put my name and what my title is, Intuitive Business Strategist, I offer a complimentary 30-minute chat to uncover how I can help them get more visible, find more clients, and have greater profits. And then I have the link. So again, this is already set. So all I have to do is literally click on, I just tap it. I would go into Facebook. I'm just going to create a little tester. I'll send one to my cousin. And then I hold down and I paste it. And it says exactly what my post was. So there we are. I'm not going to send it because I think she would think I'm strange, but that's the gist of that. Okay. All right. So when we go back into Clipper, I also have, again, Facebook friend requests. So I get, on a daily basis, I get people requesting a friendship request, right? And so I've created, as soon as anyone friend requests me, and once I've vetted them as not being like from Pakistan and wanting to ask me to marry them and give them American citizenship, then I pretty much accept everyone else, right? And I have there's people from Russia and Africa and Pakistan. So it's a global issue with men looking for dates around the world. But that aside, when I do accept someone, I immediately send them a Facebook friend request welcome. And so basically this says, hi, thanks for connecting. I look forward to sharing posts to inspire, motivate, and educate your inner entrepreneur and fuel you toward inspired action. The journey of being a successful entrepreneur requires support. So I have this whole email, right? And then here's a resource that can help you dig deeper. So then I'm always trying to move people into my Thrive community. I want you to really identify, where are you always trying to move your clients or prospects, where are you always trying to move your prospects in Facebook, when they are liking, when they are asking for friend requests, when they're engaging, because you don't want them to just stay in that post, right? You want to move them somewhere else. It could be your business page, it could be to your website. And for me, it's the Thrive community. So I have that link where they can go, and then literally it's a clickable link. So they go directly to my website once they click it. And then they just put in and I make it very easy for them to become a member by just adding their first name and their email, right? So join the fun on Facebook. So you have to make things very, very simple for people, but you also want to make things very, very simple for yourself. So that is how I really simplify how I am engaging on Facebook. And even though it might seem like I'm all over the place, I already have these preset messages. I also have a lot of posts that are pre-posted. So when it comes to automating your posts, I really don't do it through Hootsuite or any of the services anymore, because you can see that it comes from somewhere else, and then it looks like it's pre-posted. And I really like my posts to seem in the moment. And so there are ways that you can also just schedule your posts within Facebook. And I think that I will do a different tutorial on that. I hope this was useful and helpful to you on how you can actually be more productive and still be very active within Facebook without it taking over your life. All right, so if you have any questions, then you can send me an email directly, or feel free to post them in our Thrive community. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Bye.